We're talking Whitecaps FC with Bob Lenarduzzi. Hi.
Good morning.
We always love having you here.
Exciting times to have you back. Now, we're going to talk all about soccer, all about the team, but let's talk about the charitable component, because there was a major donation by the football club.
Yes, we donated $1 million to the Children's Hospital Foundation, and some of that will go towards a Whitecaps FC themed playroom to the new hospital in 2017, and that's something that for the kids that are going through whatever illnesses they have in the families, it's just so nice to be able to provide a reprieve, and ideally that's something that the kids will enjoy.
It's a magnificent distraction for those. I mean, you go into the great works that happen at BC Children's Hospital. It is a phenomenal place and you know when you need to take your small children there that they are going to be cared for in such a way that is so thoughtful to the child. But having a Whitecaps FC themed playroom, when I heard that as a mother, that just takes the stress off. The kids are going to be like, oh, it really hurts. I think I need to go to the hospital.
Wonderful that you actually are reinforcing that. And that same day that we made the announcement, we do our annual visit with the whole team. And to walk around with the players and see the looks on the children's faces, but equally important, the looks on the parents' faces. And we got a couple of emails after that visit from some parents, and one in particular where the mother just said, thank you so much, because for at least a couple of hours the mind was taken off what the illness was, and there was just a smile on her daughter's face, and she was so appreciative.
Can't put a price tag on that.
No.
You can imagine the appreciation given the fact it is such a tight race in the West right now for the Whitecaps, fighting to get home turf advantage when it comes to the playoffs. And take us through the state of affairs for the Whitecaps right now, injuries and what the team is dealing with, and what's coming up, because FC Dallas, these are big matchups here.
Yeah, the injury situation is Nicholas Mosqueda, who has done very well for us this year. He's filled in for Pedro Morales when he's been injured, and unfortunately Pedro Morales came off on the weekend and had just actually been subbed on and then was subbed off after 10 minutes. So we're not quite sure how badly that hamstring has been re-injured, but when it's a hamstring, it's not something you can rush players back on. As far as the two upcoming games, we have Dallas on Wednesday night here, and then we have Dallas next Wednesday there. Dallas beat Houston yesterday 4-1, so they've leapfrogged ahead of us by, so they're 2 points ahead of us right now, or actually 1 point ahead of us. So it's really in our hands. We have an opportunity to get ourselves back on top with the win on Wednesday night. LA and Seattle drew last night, so that kept them in a position whereby, again, if we win, we leapfrog them. But we need to turn our fortunes around. We've had a relatively good season to date, but we've stumbled a little bit just lately, and ideally we can get ourselves back on track on Wednesday night.
Perfect timing to turn the corner and get locked up, and hopefully that playoff game in Vancouver.
Yes, our objective before the season started, because each year we've improved some, and our objective before the season started was to host a home playoff game, something we haven't done in the 4 years of our time in MLS, and that's still the objective, and if we can finish higher, then we'll take that as well.
So tough in MLS, because you make the postseason, then if you suffer a loss, you're done.
It is if you have to have that play-in game, and that's why the 2 years that we've made the playoffs, in our 4 years we've had to travel. So at the very least, if we can have the team visit us, then it gives you that advantage. If we can finish in first or second, then you avoid the play-in altogether, and you just wait for the teams to sort themselves out. So that would be actually the best. And ironically enough, we've spent a lot of time in first or second place since the beginning of the season. So now it'll be up to the young guys, because we do have a very young team, to show that they've matured just a little bit more and can handle these types of situations.
It's a great time for character to step up, and out of all of the young guys and all of the transitions, it's been real fun watching this team grow. Who's impressed you most in terms of the players, in terms of leadership on the field?
Well, there's a lot of guys that have actually taken their game to another level, but there's one guy in particular that we drafted, Tim Parker, who we didn't anticipate was going to play a lot, but he's become a fixture at the center back position, and the way you were describing, which player and some of the characteristics you were talking about, he has shown an unbelievable maturity for a guy that's never played at this level before. And not only is he playing well himself, but what he's also starting to do is he's also starting to become vocal and direct people around him. And for a guy that's just come out of college, that's a fantastic attribute to have. And but as I said, we have a lot of other young players as well, and really what we're looking for is for those players to mature almost on the job. They're right in amongst it. They have their playoff destinies, our playoff destinies in their hands, and it's really up to them to demonstrate that they're taking their game to the next level. And of course, Carl and his coaching staff have done a great job of making sure that they've rotated the rosters. We've been in all sorts of competitions. We've won the Amway Cup, and now it's time to make our mark in the league and get that home playoff game.
I love how Carl has taken so much of the heat. When there was heat to be taken, Carl's like, it's on me, it's on me, giving the opportunity to the youth to step up. Do you want to go see this game Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock? Mr. Lenarduzzi has been kind enough to bring us some tickets to give away. Let's do that right now, Riaz.
Email us right now, contest@btvancouver.ca. You know the drill. Subject line, Lenarduzzi. That's the magic word of the day.
Oh, nice.
And then cheering our Whitecaps, of course, taking on Dallas. Thanks so much for coming by, Bob.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Very excited for the next couple of games.